So we know the MCU is no stranger to nerfing its characters. And aside from some really hype moments in the early phases of the universe, Hulk has been one of the greatest victims of this. Not only has he been nerfed, but also humiliated, with even some of his greatest stories being relegated to background noise in other characters' movies or shows. But there was a little animated series from the late 2000s and early 2010s that gave Hulk the respect he deserved. Of course I mean, Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. In this show, we get to see Hulk flex on everybody and show us why he's the strongest there is. We'll start off with his introduction into the series. He has a short fight with the Absorbing Man. Hulk is clearly holding back the whole time, but still thrashes this dude. Then immediately after that, he gets ambushed by an army of soldiers led by Ross, operating heavy weaponry. They start bombarding him with a sea of bullets and missiles, bruh. Of course this does nothing but annoy the Hulk, but he can't just let them disrespect him like that, so he decides to take them out. Obviously without killing them. He does get sneak attacked and taken out by Black Widow and Hawkeye, but we know the show just had to give them an impressive feat somehow. Honestly though, this anti-feat doesn't actually matter because it's early series and we see him get progressively stronger from this point on. Which leads us to the time that Hulk takes on a whole group of ogres. Keep in mind, just one of these guys is actual trouble for Asgardian warriors, and Hulk basically bullies them because one of them said he isn't that strong.
The beast is strong, but not strong enough. Hulk is strongest there is!
And also, this is right after he fought and beat Scourge, who if you didn't know, is someone that Thor has trouble with. And then right after all of that, Hulk one-taps a frost giant who's like 20 times his size. Then there's the time that he broke through Kang's shield with ease. This is the same shield that withstood missiles and a full power unibeam from Iron Man. And this isn't a one-off thing either, cause later on when the Avengers and the Guardians were battling Korvac, his shields withstood a combined attack from people like Miss Marvel, Quasar, Star-Lord, Rocket, and Iron Man all at once. But Hulk easily broke this same shield with a punch. But by far, my favorite Hulk scene showing his strength that I've never forgotten since I was a kid is the Avengers versus Graviton. Bruh, when I tell you how hyped this fight gets me, even till this day. So in this episode, the Avengers are fighting Graviton, who can control gravity itself. That's a fundamental force. So obviously this guy is powerful as hell. And he proves it because everybody's struggling against this guy. Dude is basically winning, but he makes one fatal mistake. He makes a preposterous claim that the Hulk has to check him off.
I'm stronger than all of you! I'm the strongest one there is! You sure about that?
So the Hulk starts putting the paws on this man, but Graviton is no joke. Everyone tries to jump him at this point because he's distracted, but he uses more power and puts them all to the ground, and nobody's able to get up, not even Thor. But guess who starts to overpower this force? The GOAT himself starts to get up, and obviously Graviton is like hell no, and uses more force to get the Hulk to stay down. It doesn't work because he keeps getting up, and obviously Graviton starts to sweat at this point. He's like, ain't no way this dude is overpowering my power right now. And you gotta remember that the Avengers, including Thor, couldn't get up with Graviton's base power. He tripled and quadrupled it for the Hulk, and he was still getting up, with all of his attention focused on this creature that's overpowering the force of a black hole. The other Avengers break free, and with all of them working together, they manage to defeat Graviton. This scene to me accurately showcases how badass the Hulk is. It perfectly portrays his ability to grow infinitely stronger the longer you fight him and the angrier he gets. It's just so cool, and his lines make it so much more hype.